All right. We good? We rolling?
Yep.
Audio's rolling. Oh, look at that. Perfect timing on the AC. Welcome back to Behind the Dream with your host, Pierce Woodward. Today we have...
London Lads.
Yes, sir. So, London, before we even intro, you want to explain what's going on here?
Yeah. I mean, so I put on 50 shirts.
I can
You
tell.
can probably tell. We counted them. Really is 50, but I have challenged myself to wear 50 shirts for the next 50 hours for our YouTube video.
Okay.
We are currently how many hours in? Who's got the timer? I think we're like at
You have a timer?
Yeah, we've got a timer
love
running
that.
on a phone. Yeah, 1 sec. I think we're at like 6 hours.
6 hours.
7 hours.
Oh, look
7
at you,
hours
man.
and
Time's
14
just
minutes.
flying by.
Let's
I
go.
love
It's
that.
still like 43 more hours.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, just an endurance challenge. You know, we want to do something a little bit bigger. We're starting to branch out into bigger type content
Awesome.
from my regular TikTok. So
Okay, cool. Well, for everyone that doesn't know you, give a 30-second intro on what you do and who you are as a person.
yeah, just I'm London Lazerson, London Laz on all socials. Been a content creator full time for about 3 years now. Primarily TikTok. So I just crossed 9 million on there, and yeah, now branching out into
And
YouTube.
what do you have on? Yeah, because you're going heavy on
Just
YouTube.
starting on YouTube.
Really?
Yeah, just barely starting
that's
on
sick.
YouTube. But that's the plan.
What got you into YouTube? Why did you want to do YouTube?
Just diversification. I just want, I
And those like longer form content so like
Yeah.
people can engage with you as a person
exactly,
instead of just like those 30-second videos over and
Yeah.
over again.
and you know the issues with TikTok, right?
Oh,
It's
yeah.
like, it's really hard to keep people coming back unless you're going viral all the time, like the big stars are.
Mhm. Well, and on TikTok, you don't like I could post 10 videos every day and
Yeah.
like my followers might see one of them if I'm
Yeah.
lucky, not all of them.
Yeah.
Not all my followers. Where YouTube, it's like you get a notification if you post.
Right.
So I'm
Right.
I'm in the same boat as you because I just started a YouTube channel too, and we're starting a
Yeah.
new content strategy.
I
as well.
think that's where it's going. Fortunately for a lot of creators who do have the capacity
Yeah.
to move, it's going to be really big for us.
What's your favorite thing about creating content?
My favorite thing about creating content
Because you've been doing,
is
how long have you been doing it?
since about 2015.
Geez, 7 years.
Yeah,
Wow.
but the first 5 years or the first four or 5 years, I wasn't taking it serious.
Goofing off, yeah.
Just goofing off, trying to upload, not having a plan, no strategy. And then TikTok happened, and I thought that there would be a big opportunity to be seen there, and I really bunkered
Well,
down and
You did have
Yeah.
9 million followers
yeah,
later.
strategized there, and now I think I've always seen my life, and maybe you're the same. I mean, I'm like almost 10 years older than you, but maybe my life is in chapters of 2 years.
I feel that.
And I
100%.
notice when the 2 year ends, my mind just goes to whatever's next. So I just finished like full-time TikTok for 2
Yeah.
years. The first year I still had a full-time job,
Okay.
but the last 2 years I felt, okay, this chapter is closing. I'm still going to keep up daily
Yeah.
TikTok, but definitely moving into long form.
Well, I love that. I love
Yeah.
that. What got you into creating content and like the origin of it? Like what made you were like,
Yeah.
yeah, I'm gonna film myself. Because
Devin-
you're very like outgoing. If you have seen his content, actually, before I ask that question,
Yeah.
explain why you blew up. I might not actually know this because
Yeah.
I know why. Oh, I know how I found you, but I don't know if.
Right. Well, so there's two things.
Wait, just a little bit towards.
There we go. Is that better?
Yeah, you can pull the cord up a little
Yeah,
bit too.
yeah.
There you go.
So in the early days of TikTok, I started noticing that everybody that was big on TikTok was getting, they're only getting big because they were doing one type of video, and I didn't really
Yeah.
want to do that. So I wanted to find a
consistency.
few different types of videos that worked well for me. So the first video, the way I blew up on TikTok was throwing spaghetti all over my white Tesla seats.
Really?
That was the very first like explosion, like
And what did that get views wise?
over 10 million. I think it was
Really?
like 17 million. Yeah. Like way back in the day when I didn't even know there was 17 million people on TikTok.
Was that terrible to clean up?
No, it cleans up really well.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's really
Well, that's
it's
worth it for
really
17
easy.
million views.
But nobody knows that. And I think that's
So
kind
they're
of
like, dang, he just ruined his whole Tesla.
yeah, it's the beauty
Gotcha.
of it.
And
And then yeah, I was doing 3 videos a day, and
Wow.
I was about a year in of 3 videos a day, and I remember there was one day where I just spaced filming.
Okay.
Like I just kind of forgot or whatever. So it came time to post and I didn't have any content, and I was like, what could I do? And do you remember that trend where it was like you showed what you looked like now, and then you showed an old picture of you.
Yeah, the Home Alone.
Yeah, the Home Alone. So my whole entire life, people have told me I look like Kevin McAllister. So I was like,
funny.
oh, I should do a joke. So I did, to the Simple Plan song. When you're spending every day, I'm just a kid. But instead of cutting to an old picture of me, it cut to an old picture of Kevin McAllister and Michael Jackson.
Michael Jackson.
They had like a friendship. We don't
friendship?
even need, that's what I'm saying. We don't even need to go there. But there's a famous picture of them, and I knew it was on the internet. I screenshot that, put it into TikTok, and it does like 1 million views in like a matter of minutes.
Wow.
It just went crazy.
And this is back in 2019 or 2020?
This is 2020.
Yeah, okay, cool.
Summer of 2020.
Okay.
And
it just went crazy.
Well, I remember that was the first time where it was like 80,000 followers in 24 hours.
Oh,
and then the next 24 hours was 200,000.
Wow.
And then, another 100,000.
And
So
how many followers were you at previous to that video?
that took me from like 400K to 700K.
Wow.
In just a matter of a couple of days.
And what was the max views that got?
I don't remember, but I have one Home Alone one that's at like 50 million.
Yeah, I was going to say, because I saw those the next 6 months, it was like Home Alone guy.
Yeah, the Home Alone guy, right? And then I started falling into that, and I'm like, I am not going to die as the kid from Home Alone. That is just not me. So
Bro, I thought it was you.
Yeah,
like
people do.
I thought 100%. I thought it was you. I was
People
like,
do.
Lennon Lazarson. I didn't know because I'm like huge culture into like movies, and so I
everybody
remember
younger
seeing
than
your
me.
content. Yeah,
Yeah.
I remember seeing your content. I was like, no way,
He's making TikToks. That was like my number one content, my number one comment. No way, this guy makes TikToks. And then I streamed. They're like, no way, this guy streams. So I've definitely been trying to, and I think the long form content will help with that branding, because they don't see like a 5-second clip and go, oh, sick, the kid from Home Alone. But
no.
that definitely was getting, like, the strategy went from go crazy with the Home Alone stuff and then supplement that virality with the stuff I wanted to be known for.
Because it boosts other views.
So it boosted all the other views. I obviously have a loyal fan base that's there for London Laz, but the floodgates opened with the Home Alone joke.
Yeah.
For sure. And like, even saying that, I'm just like, it's so cringy, but it is what it is. And now I can pivot, and we'll see what happens.
What advice would you give to someone wanting to start creating content in 2022?
Yeah, there's so many things to worry about.
That's because I feel like nowadays it's like before in 2019, if someone would ask me like what's wrong with or like what do I do on social media, like what do I post, and I'd be like, just post anything and like it'll go viral. Like TikTok, bro, you could post anything. Back in 2019, you could post anything, it would do well, you'd gain followers, or like you'd have to be semi engaging. But now it's like there's strategy, storytelling, 3 seconds, like you got to be super captivating, audios, trending audios, trends to keep up with. Yeah, it's just so much different now.
Yep.
Especially TikTok. But following in general, just kind of basis, if someone really is like passionate about social media, which a lot of people are, what would you tell someone that's like,
I mean, it's definitely becoming the hottest job in the planet.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? And I think TikTok opened up the floodgates to so many like average people, like non-celebrity status people, just like me, a normal kid in Utah.
Look at Charli D'Amelio, bro. In like 6 months, she had like deals with like
became
Hollister, and it was crazy.
I would just say you have to put in the time, really. Like, going back to my 2-year thing, if you're going to start today, you got to give it 2 years.
Yeah.
And you got to get so consistent.
So passionate about it.
And just so passionate about really, really posting. And the first thing I tell people who are, brand new to either TikTok or even Instagram or YouTube is, you've just got to click the post button and don't worry about anything else. Who cares how many people like it? Who cares how many people see it? Now, if you're 3 years deep of posting that or pushing the button that many times and nobody's watching,
you're at like
you got to
300
pivot.
followers.
You got to pivot.
Yeah,
but that was me. That was me for so long. And then all of a sudden TikTok came along and I was like, TikTok is so cringy.
Yeah.
But then
you took it
I had a
off.
buddy who had 1 million followers on there. And I was watching his stuff. I'm like, I put so much more effort into my videos on Instagram. So I posted out of spite to see if I could beat him.
And you did.
I don't even know anymore, but yeah.
So what was it like? Because you said you were still working when you were doing 3 videos a day. What was it like was it a full-time job?
Full-time job.
What did a day look like for you when you were working 9 to 5 and then you were also filming but posting? I don't think people understand how long it actually takes to post.
Totally.
Like
it's a process.
The editing, the color grading if you're getting deep into it, or just even just adding stuff over it.
Text,
captions, sometimes captions that I can just sit there for 30 minutes and
Yeah.
be like, damn, what would be a good caption? What would be a good hashtag? What would be like, what's going to keep someone watching this video? Like,
Yeah.
so I can't imagine having a full-time job and posting 3 times a day. What was that like?
So a few stars aligned for my benefit. And like when we talk about like aligning with destiny, it just all started to
Hell
align.
yeah.
It was so interesting. So I was at a creative agency. So I was doing creative
Oh,
stuff.
cool. That's
and
cool.
Yeah. I was directing commercials, helping writing commercials, working with clients and things like that. To
Was it Chamber
Yeah,
Media?
yeah.
Actually, oh yeah, I remember you telling me
Did
about
we
it a little
talk
bit.
about that?
I
Yeah.
think we talked a little bit.
Yeah, they're just right here in Lehigh.
They're awesome.
Yeah, and we went. So COVID happened March of 2020, and I just started my TikTok. I think I had like 15,000 on TikTok,
Okay.
and then I get the call, work from home, and you know what work from home means? You do whatever the hell you want. So I was like, this is perfect. I'll get my job done as fast as I can. So I don't have, and I'm not in an office. So now I don't have to pretend like I'm working. You know what it's like in a corporate setting. You get done with your work at 3 and you just do nothing until 6. And then you can go home. You know what I mean? So I would just hustle to be done by like noon,
Okay, cool.
1-ish. And then I would go film my TikToks, but then we came back to the office. So I had to re-strategize. And then I did like a 9 to 5, 5 to 9 rule.
Okay.
So I'd get home at 5, and then 5 to 9 was my time to work on TikToks. But the thing that made me most depressed and like anxious was trying to film 3 TikToks a day, then
Yeah.
edit them that night, then
Yeah.
post the next day. So that's when the idea of batch shooting came across. I had heard people talk about it, shoot all your TikToks in one day. So that's really what took me to the next level.
Oh, okay.
Is I had all week to prepare for one day of shooting.
Okay.
So I'd get home from my job and shoot all of my TikToks
Smart.
that evening versus
Yeah.
every evening just burning myself out. So
Totally.
definitely start to strategize how you're going to batch shoot if you're new to this
That
content
shooting
game.
actually hurt me, bro.
Really?
Yeah. Because I
Don't do it. Don't do it.
No, it's depending on your personality
Yeah.
type, but like for me, I think the constant like coming up with ideas just on the spot and just filming random stuff worked for me. But then I hired my brother actually, and then we would shoot from literally like 10 a.m.
Yeah.
to 4 or 5. It was like, and 7 hours of shooting is so much time like on
Right.
camera, and we would just do TikTok after TikTok. We tried to pump out like 6 to 10 like high quality TikToks on camera, lighting. We built out a whole studio and everything, and
Yeah.
I would just go back home and I would just like pass out, and then I'd watch a show and I was just depressed for like
Oh, so you didn't want to edit
4
them.
months. Well, he edited them.
Oh,
I
he
just
edited-
hated
you
like
just-
just filming all the content. I liked the process of just doing a couple a
Gotcha.
day.
That's interesting.
But
yeah.
now I feel like I'm in a better mental state where I actually do prefer batch shooting. Like today, I actually was just shooting all my
TikToks.
content for the next
Gotcha.
week. But
Yeah.
I get what you're saying. So back to the mental health side of things.
Mm-hmm.
How would you say? Because I think a lot of people, and some creators shed light on the mental health side of content. But
Mm-hmm.
like, what is it like? What is the negative sides of being a social media full time? Like that's
Yeah.
all you do, and that brand deals and keeping up with brand deals, keeping up with content, managing YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, now like all these platforms that just keep popping up out of not popping up out of nowhere, but like,
Yeah.
and then YouTube Shorts now, it's like, it's just crazy. Like, how do you keep up with everything, manage everything, your health?
I mean, it's so easy to get overwhelmed, especially
yeah.
like because all the apps are competing right
Yeah,
now. and
100%.
You hear somebody made 30 grand off of one reel
Or Snapchat.
and
yeah.
I think that's all BS. But
No, the Snapchat thing.
Oh, the Snapchat
yeah,
thing was
that
real.
thing was
Like-
real. I had a
like
friend
last
that
year,
made like
right?
20 grand
Yeah.
off one video. I was like,
yeah,
what?
I think Eric had
Yeah.
made like 60K or something from one video.
Yeah.
Yeah. The thing I constantly remind myself of is algorithms do not dictate my emotion. Because they're just out.
Yeah. Like if you're confident in that video and how
Yeah.
you filmed it and everything, you don't care about the
I
video.
just put it out there, and the algorithm can do what it wants
I
with
don't
it.
know. I'm pretty sure I saw you crying at that networking event when you said your video did like 50,000 views.
Yeah,
You got pretty sad.
I cry. That's what I'm saying. Sometimes it gets to me. No, it's just do not let the algorithms affect your emotional state. It does suck. Like even though I have 9 million people on my page, and then I get 70,000 views, I can't let that
affect you
Yeah,
because
I
you're
don't.
confident in that video and that idea.
Or I just post to post. There's like so many factors that go into it, but yeah, you just cannot let the algorithms affect your mental state.
No, I get that. What would you say to someone? Because I've been in this state. What would you say to someone? Do you think consistency or do you think quality is more important?
Yeah, it's such a hard line.
Because that's where I'm
yeah.
kind of at right now. Because sometimes I'll just because I'm like I'm.
What are your thoughts right now? Because I want to know if we're thinking the same thing. Because I'm actually in the headspace that all creators are going to what I would say next. But I want to hear from you if we're like in the same headspace.
I would say if you're starting out, consistency and quantity is most important. But after you already have a large following, I would say it's quality. And the reason I say that is because I could film one TikTok each day, or I could batch 7 TikToks and post 7 TikToks. You know, I don't know how many hours that would take me, whatever. Mm-hmm. And then the time it takes to post on that day, blah, blah, blah. Like I just posted last night some random video. It was the car video. I think I saw you're like, that I filmed just in case I needed something extra to post.
Yeah.
I posted it to get like 20,000 views. It was terrible. It was my worst video that's performed like the past 2 weeks. And, so I was like, I think quality, and so that's what we're doing now. We're doing this new content series called Rings Are Rubbish, and we're doing this whole long form content. We're going to be posting to YouTube, and it's where we take random things and turn it into rings.
Oh, that's cool. That's a cool.
Yeah,
idea.
and so we're only posting 3 of those a week onto my page. I haven't seen yet. That's why I'm asking this question, because I haven't seen yet. But I feel like quality is. And a lot of people, I've talked to a lot of people and they disagree with me, but I personally, I don't like producing something that I don't feel confident in, because then I don't want to push that video. I don't want to be engaged with that video. Like I don't feel connected to that video.
Well,
where if I put in 5 hours to one TikTok, I'm going to do everything I can to get that TikTok to go viral, or like I'll spend more time and energy like trying to like push that.
Yeah. We're in the same spot.
Yeah. You're at that too.
Yeah. I'm right there with like, that's why I hired a few more people to help me with the YouTube stuff. Cause now I want to pace myself so that everything I put out, what I want to hear through the grapevine is like London only puts out bangers on YouTube, right? And TikTok, I just got burnt out of like the everyday you gotta post at 10, and I did it for 3 years,
it's exhausting.
And now it's like I wish I could. I'm slowly starting to repace myself. I'm phasing out of the daily to just do bigger, better stuff. But again, that isn't good advice for not like a novice content creator, because a novice content creator has to go through the grind, has to figure out how much content can they humanly make
and see what the algorithm likes for them.
Yeah,
and
exactly. But once you start hitting the hundreds of thousands now, the millions, like slow down a little. But then I also say, well, if I didn't do that, I would never be at 9 million. Yeah. So it's like, it's hard. It's hard.
No, I get that. I missed a question. We open every podcast asking, what is your dream? Yeah. So we'll loop back into that.
Restart.
Pretend like it's the beginning of pretend like it's the beginning of the podcast. So what would you say is your number one dream?
Okay. So I do like a top 10 list.
All right.
But one of those things is starring like a Hollywood blockbuster, like a big movie. like not Chris Pratt, but like Chris Pratt roles. I like some of the roles he takes, things like that. But I want to be a part.
Home Alone type vibe.
Yeah, Home Alone 6.
No,
that's my biggest dream. But do something. I just feel like I'd probably be really uncomfortable doing it, and it
kind of pushes you.
That pushes me.
Yeah.
Two, I've just always been drawn to it. I've always been drawn to like, the big productions of things. So we'll see on that.
No, I love that. I think you definitely will.
Yeah. So movies, but that's more like a bucket list. I don't even imagine myself doing that like full time.
So it's like a dream. Could be a dream. That could be a dream. Would you say that's your biggest dream?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Totally. Yeah.
All right. That's all then.
You heard it first.
And then when he's starting in a blockbuster, you guys can look back to this podcast and be like,
started here.
He really manifested that
started
shit.
Here. Yeah.
That's sick. What would you say right now? Would you say YouTube? You'd say you're most passionate.
Yeah,
about?
1 million on YouTube.
That's
12 months.
So
that's our goal.
Have you posted a YouTube video yet?
Yeah, I do
You've
shorts
been doing it for a while. Yeah.
Shorts grew me to like 30K on YouTube.
Okay, cool. That's pretty good.
Yeah, the spaghetti video, which is crazy. Spaghetti video.
You just reposted it?
It did 30 million views
on
YouTube.
Nice.
And then, but again, nothing comes of shorts. Like that's what's so crazy and kind of frustrating to me. Like nothing comes from short content really besides
Followers.
eyes.
Yeah, eyes.
But
Awareness.
once you want to sell a t-shirt,
Yeah.
I mean,
They
you're
have to-
different. You've got a whole brand and stuff.
But I understand, but imagine if I had 1.6 million subscribers on YouTube.
Yep.
And all my videos did the same amount of views on YouTube of me
Yep.
doing long form content and making a ring for Dixie, Noah, all those guys.
Yep.
Bro, my sales would have been quadruple.
Yeah, exactly. I think people are starting to realize in this like social media race that all roads lead to YouTube.
Yeah.
And I think TikTok's done a great job at setting it up. And I love
Yeah.
TikTok and I will always support TikTok. But I do understand now why long form content is so powerful.
Yeah.
People are investing in you. They want you. Whereas
Totally.
me on TikTok, they're like, that was a funny
Funny
video.
video.
I
'cause
like that.
You watch 100 videos in
watch
one
100
sitting, where
yeah.
YouTube you'll watch one,
You maybe
maybe
watch one or
two,
two, yeah.
maybe three.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So all roads lead to YouTube.
Put the mic down just a tad bit. You can just, yeah,
that good?
perfect. Yeah,
Yeah.
no, it's good. No, I feel that. And yeah, no, I get that. What would you say is your favorite part about doing YouTube?
Well, I mean, I'm already having so much fun today. This is like our first
Yeah.
crack at like real long form content. And it just almost feels real. Like sometimes I feel like when I make a TikTok, I'm like, is this real? Like,
Yeah.
is this real content?
Yeah,
It
and-
felt like real content for a long time. And now it's just kind of the glamour's
Yeah.
settling.
No, trust me, I get that.
Yeah.
I feel like every creator goes through that.
Yeah.
No, I love that. How often are you going to be posting on YouTube?
We're doing once a week, but once a
damn.
month, like spectacle videos like this.
Gotcha.
So like in the weeks in between, we've got like reaction videos or doing things
Easier-
to the
easier
Tesla.
videos,
yeah,
yeah.
just slightly easier.
Okay, cool.
Doesn't take 3 days of my time,
Yeah.
you know.
Do you mind if we dive into, you don't have to share numbers if you're not comfortable with it, but I'm
Yeah.
curious, and I think a lot of people would be curious to see,
Yeah.
like, as a creator,
Yeah.
what are the numbers like, pie chart wise?
Yeah.
Brand deals, AdSense.
Great question.
Because even like Reels deal, I did a deal with Instagram, and I just had to post
For Reels, yeah.
Yeah. So like,
yeah, I've heard of those and I've
Yeah.
never gotten one. But
Yeah.
I'm also not big on Instagram either.
yeah. I think it's just
Um,
because you're not as sexy.
Yeah, that's
just
exactly why.
I'm playing with
That's
you.
exactly
Nah, look at this
why.
guy. He's gorgeous,
It's
bro.
like, why would we pay the kid from Home
No,
Alone
dead
and
ass. I
everything?
actually, after I saw your hair at the thing, I was like, damn, I kind of want to bleach my hair.
You should. It feels nice.
I know. I kind of like. I like that summer like
Yeah,
douchebag vibe.
Exactly. I do it every summer. No, the money's interesting. I saw Julius Dean. Do you remember Julius Dean? The magician, street magician, huge on Facebook and YouTube.
I never have.
He did
I
like
never had
videos with
Facebook.
Drake and stuff. You
Really?
Know Facebook? Yeah, you're young.
Oh.
Anyway, he posted. I know TikTokers with 10 million followers who didn't make $50,000 last year.
Yeah.
And it's so true. So the funny thing about TikTok is you've got to be a salesman. And since I was selling our creative at the ad agency, I kind of learned like what to say
okay.
and stuff. And then I had a sales job for a year as well before that.
Oh, really?
So I kind of learned sales. And yeah, so the kind of the pie chart for me is 80% brand deals.
Okay.
And those, I've landed brand deals of
What's your biggest brand deal? Can you share?
75K.
Really?
Yeah, 75K for 3 TikToks.
3?
Yeah, it was sick.
Wow.
That was sick. I actually just lost a $150,000 deal.
I know.
Did I tell you that?
man, I
yeah.
know. I can do right there.
Yeah,
right
they're
I
right
can
there.
see-
I know, they're right down the
They're
street.
right
Let's
down
go
there.
toilet
Go
paper
flip
them.
them off. Yeah.
And that was like a 9 video campaign
Yeah.
thing, but the economy's down.
Yeah.
That's what they said. And
That is a bummer,
Sure,
but-
that's a bummer. But yeah, like an average deal count for me, we tried to hit that $12,000 mark.
Sweet.
And I'll vary
And
content.
now that you're doing YouTube, do brands ever? I'm actually curious because I'm getting into YouTube. I have a manager we were talking about. Do you do brands ever do deals where they're like, hey, we want to feature you, or like we want you to mention this in the YouTube channel, your Instagram,
Yeah.
your TikTok, and like whatever.
Totally.
Yeah, they'll do that.
I set up mine, and this is how I recommend anybody who's not doing this to do it. You offer a variety of packages. You give them a shelf that they
Yeah.
can shop, right? So I've got packages. You want TikTok and Instagram. You want TikTok, maybe even a long form. You want 3 TikToks and reposted to Shorts, YouTube, Spotlight, whatever
Yeah.
it is. Give the brand options. Don't just try to fight to make them 1 or 2 videos.
Yeah.
I've just noticed that if the brand feels like they're shopping It's just a way easier conversation. Like
No, I
they can
like
ask
that, yeah.
oh, what does this mean in this package? You know, and
Okay.
You want to get the brand to ask a lot of questions. And
Yeah.
so we sell primarily three packages. First package is 1 TikTok and then a variety of other things.
Okay.
Second package is 3 TikToks and a variety of things, and then 6 TikToks and a variety of other content. We're not doing too many brand deals in the first year for our YouTube. Like if somebody reached
Yeah,
out,
no, I think that's smart.
Like actually Manscaped saw my
Really?
LinkedIn post today and they said, can we do 50 boxers for 50 hours? Because they're about to launch new boxers.
Oh, that's
and so now we're in the mode where we're like, hey, we're not going to do it for YouTube,
Bro,
but
I
I'll
feel
post on
like-
TikTok.
Okay.
So I'll sell them on the
Sell
TikTok,
'em on
but
TikTok. I feel like that'd be a good YouTube video though.
no, we're going to do it.
Oh, okay.
But I'm not going to be like, this is sponsored by
Oh.
Manscaped. Manscaped this, Manscaped that. I'll do that on my TikTok. If that
Gotcha.
makes sense.
Okay.
So they get the long form piece of content that they can cut up or share.
Yeah,
you
and,
know.
and it will say Manscaped.
It'll say
on the
Manscaped.
thing. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
good.
exactly.
No, that's,
So-
I mean, that's great for them.
It's great for them. But yeah, we do a lot of outbound calls. So LinkedIn is by far the best place to source brand deals.
Really?
By far. I did almost $200,000 in December from LinkedIn.
Just reaching out to
Cold
brands.
calls. Yeah.
Cold calls?
Cold
You'd
calls.
call them.
Well, cold
Okay, cold emails.
cold emails, then get on the call.
Get on a call.
Like I remember because my account was just every Christmas we dip back into the Home Alone thing. I actually
just
flew to
for
the
fun.
Home Alone house.
Oh, that's awesome.
I did like 200 million views, 1 million followers
Wow.
in December.
Wow.
And then brands were just popping, because it's just so
Yeah,
easy to
it always-
sell.
As soon as you're popping.
And so I was closing like $20,000 deals every other day just from LinkedIn DMs.
Wicked. That is wicked.
So the cheat code is you go on there, you find CEOs or social media managers, and you comment for a few weeks on every single one of their posts. Just be consistent, say something funny.
Wow.
And I'm trying to be really crass on LinkedIn because there's nobody's being crass on LinkedIn.
Yeah,
They're all being
and real.
professional.
Yeah.
So, and people will laugh and
Yeah.
we'll banter and then you connect with them. The second they interact with one of your comments, click the connect button and then don't message them for about a week. Keep commenting, keep interacting with them and then say, hey, I'm a TikToker. And they're like, yeah, I've seen you commenting on my stuff. What's up? What do you do? Oh, well, actually, we should work together.
Wow.
And then you get on the phone and sell.
Dang.
So
Are you planning on, or did you ever do like merch or anything?
we did a Christmas drop.
Yeah.
I think it's shirt number 30. it's in here somewhere. We took Tanner, who's here, he took the Home Alone logo.
Okay.
And it says Laz Clan instead of Home Alone.
Okay.
And that's what I'm saying. 9 million followers. Hardly anybody bought it. Like
Yeah.
just short of 100
Yeah,
people.
no, 100%,
It's hard.
yeah.
Because when you market it to the people who are invested in you and they don't see the video because it's
Yeah.
not YouTube or
Yeah.
I guess you can't even say that about Instagram anymore. Be real. Dude, my Be Reels have been lit lately because
Really?
I've actually been doing,
doing
stuff.
stuff?
All of my other ones are just me on the couch or playing Fortnite. Okay, take your
We got to take a Be Real break. Oh. Did you get it? What are you doing?
You need to get in. We got to take a
Oh shit. Okay, we got to get the cameras in it. Hold up, guys.
Taking a picture of all you
Quick
guys.
Be Real break. Oh, my face is gonna be cut out though, cause the picture. You know what I'm saying? Oh no, you're chilling. You're chilling. No, that one's pretty good, but all right.
Is it getting one of me on the
Whoa. All right, let's see it. Solid.
Solid.
Bro,
Thanks, guys.
does your app ever like just spam? Like it doesn't work?
I never check it. I only post. I've never scrolled Be Real.
No, but like no. Like like it's time to post and I don't even have it.
Oh, it just did that for me. It'll pop up.
Oh, weird.
Anyway, welcome back, guys.
Welcome back. We had to take a little Be Real break. So we were talking about
I'm just a blob. Don't mind me.
I would love if you just
Oh my gosh. Oh
the
my gosh.
water
Thank
has
you
come.
so much.
It's actually 80 degrees in here right now. We have to turn off the AC so the mics sound good. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Oh, my
Be Real?
20 seconds. I got 20 seconds. Oh, I didn't know you could flip the camera like that.
Well, it's gonna take a picture of that unless you move it really quick. Take it, and now move it. Yep. He knows. He's Be Real.
Yeah, I'm a shooter. Oh, I don't know if I can say that. Nah, but I got 10 seconds to post. Okay. How's that water?
Oh, this is good.
That's fresh spring water, bro. Dead ass.
From the Himalayas.
Yes. Nah, from
Imported.
Nah, from down the street. There's like this spot you could just fill up water bottles. and I fill up my jugs. You just
For real?
dead ass, and it's fresh spring water. It's clean. It's chlorinized, but it's alkalinized, so it has all the vitamins still.
If I turn up dead somewhere today,
It's because that water. But doesn't it taste nice?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's a nice water.
here you go, buddy.
Our oh, that was glass. No, don't worry about it, man.
Did it shatter?
It's plastic, dog.
Okay.
So I was talking about brand deals.
Yes, brand deals.
But no, like I feel like unless you have like a huge following or something, like, or you're a model or whatnot, but brand deals, I feel like brands are starting to see that the conversion rate. Because I remember I did brand deals when I had like 500,000 followers for like Alfred Eden, and I was in fashion, and they were like, "Oh, we want to do something different. Like it didn't perform as well as we thought it would."
Mm-hmm.
Like I feel like with short form content, it's hard to throw in a brand deal. Whereas like say Logan, or like say a skydiver. Or like Peter McKinnon. Let's put Peter McKinnon. He does YouTube videos,
Right.
And he teaches people how to do photography. And if he promotes a like photography backpack or a new lens, people love Peter, and they're gonna take his word for it.
Yeah.
Whereas like TikTok, it's like they'll see it on their For You page, and they just watched 30 videos before that. It's like, okay, cool, whatever. I don't need that brand. There's no call to action or anything. So brand deals are just interesting within.
Brand deals are
TikTok.
interesting. And
I feel like YouTube is good. Like what you're doing right now, I think is really good. And you'll probably start getting paid more for brand deals as your
brand
YouTube
deals
page.
are way bigger. on
Way
YouTube.
bigger.
Yeah.
What do you know what like someone with like 5 to 8 million gets?
Oh, Eric does. What are they getting paid?
Like what do you think Eric?
100 grand minimum.
Oh yeah, for sure.
100 grand on brand deals?
Yeah.
Yeah, like
Eric.
Eric, like his size, like 8 mil on YouTube.
By the way, I poached him from Mr. Beast.
I know. Yeah.
Yeah.
His I don't even what do you call that? Your lover.
My old soul.
lover.
My old lover.
We'll go my lover.
Creative director. But yeah.
How much you think?
Yeah, you're probably, I mean, you could probably safely say 100K.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No
100K
lower
minimum.
than 6 figures. Yeah.
Yeah. No lower. Like
It's crazy.
I mean, I've almost pulled 6 figures
Yeah.
just from TikTok
Yeah.
clout. So
Yeah.
it's like,
yeah, YouTube. Yeah, it's crazy.
But here's the thing. Don't try to, I mean, so when you're in a conversation with brands, you talk about KPIs, key performance indicators. They all want to know like what's going to move the needle, right? So for some brands, it's app downloads, clicks, purchases, sales. But I always just try to sell them on running my video as an ad, right? Because in influencer marketing, you hire an influencer, he posts, nothing happens.
Yeah.
The influencer's depressed now, and the brand is mad.
Yeah.
But if you sell it as, hey, I don't know what's going to happen when I post organically. It could go viral, and it has before.
Yes.
But if it doesn't, what's plan B? And they go, oh, I don't know.
Yeah.
And you go, why don't we run it as an ad?
Ad,
And they
yeah.
go, oh, that's so great.
Yeah, I did that with Curology.
Yeah. We
And
both did. I did that thing with Curology.
Yeah,
too.
we
they're
talked
great.
about that.
They were great to work with. They paid great.
Great.
And they're a cool brand.
Great brand.
I did a Home Alone spoof with them.
That's awesome.
Instead, you know how he goes like this and puts the stuff on his cheeks and
Oh,
he screams,
yeah.
I did the Curology. And I went,
Nice. Mike,
stupid,
that's-
cringy.
hey,
That's
good.
Don't
though.
watch it. Cringy. It's cringy.
So heard that you I'm not even gonna bullshit. You literally just told me this off camera. He what do you call that? What do you call that?
Correspondence.
No, the red carpet.
Yeah, correspondence.
You correspond to the red carpet? That sounds so weird.
Yeah, they call it like
No, like you
I mean, I hosted.
hosted. There we go. That's
I
the
hosted
word.
interviews on the Grammys red carpet. Yeah.
Okay, cool. Tell
Yeah,
us
and that was crazy.
how did you get that and how was that?
Yeah. Yeah, that should not have happened. But my dad became very good friends with a guy in the music industry years ago. And they've kept up ever since. He ends up becoming the CEO of the Recording Academy, which owns the Grammys.
What?
And they're still best friends. They,
That's
they talk
sick.
every day and stuff. And my dad kind of lightly pitched it, said, hey, London's got all these TikTok followers. What are you guys doing for TikTok? And he's like, oh, we're not doing anything, but here's my social media team. Have London convince him of something, right? So I go into this social media conference call with all of the people running the Grammys, and they were just like, yeah, sure. I mean, we don't really want to do this, but let's talk to CBS. So CBS owns the rights to the Grammys to put it on TV, right? So a couple weeks go by, they call me and they're like, hey, we talked to the big wigs at CBS. CBS said no. And I just, I didn't want to take no for an answer, and I didn't get to hear the conversation. So I don't even know if they actually talked with them.
Yeah.
But I said, can I call them?
You just said that?
I just said, can I talk with them?
Can I talk?
And the girl was like,
Sure.
yeah, sure.
guess.
And so they put me on an email chain. I finally convinced these this woman and this man to get they're big wigs. I don't remember who they were at CBS, but overall content or whatever.
Yeah.
And I get on the phone with them. I'm actually in Israel. It's like 3 a.m. my time.
What? That's crazy.
And convinced them. They had said no up until I got on the phone. And the way I pitched that was, look, I'm gonna just give me passes, and I will show up, and you don't even have to worry about me. I don't need any team. I'll show up. I will shoot. I will post on my page and on all of your pages. Give me the passwords, and you guys don't have to worry about me. Because I knew going into that conversation that their whole worry was like,
oh, we got to hire this person,
hire this
that
person,
get them signed, NDAs.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So what was crazy is they were like, we want you doing interviews on the red carpet of all the celebrities. And I was like, sick. Who's going to feed the celebrities to? Because you have to think about the logistics.
Yeah, like
There's hundreds of celebrities.
Person over to me.
They're doing interviews for hours. Like, who's going to bring Jack Harlow to me?
Yeah.
And they go,
did you
nope.
interview Jack?
Yeah, I interviewed Jack Harlow. It was sick, yeah.
No way. Bro, Jack's
he your
like,
guy?
oh my gosh,
no, he
bro.
was super nice. Super
Bro,
cool guy.
I love Jack. I literally made a ring, or I designed a ring.
So Jack
inspired
Harlow.
by
So
him.
yeah, you'll like this story then. So they tell me that nobody's going to feed me interviews, that I have to source all my own interviews. And
how do you do that?
Exactly.
Can I talk to you?
So we show up to the red carpet early to start like feeling it out.
You can move the mic closer to you. I feel like you're like.
Well, no, this is just how I look.
You just look uncomfortable
my blob,
for the next 50 hours.
No, I'm
or
actually
40
comfortable.
hours.
So Doja Cat's standing right in front of me, and I'm like, how do you ask Doja Cat to do a TikTok?
Yeah.
Like
What are you using for like a mic?
just those like wireless Rode
Okay,
mics.
cool. Yeah.
I have one thing on me, and then it's connected to the phone.
Cool.
And I'm like, how do you even get Doja Cat to do anything? And I'm just watching, and I kind of I let her slide because I'm nervous. I don't know what I'm doing.
Yeah.
Nobody's helping me. It's so crowded.
That's
Justin Bieber walks in. I'm like, you can't go up to Justin
Yeah.
Bieber and ask him to do a TikTok, right? But then I start noticing as when they get out of like the Escalades and the limos, that immediately they get their security guard and they get a publicist. So then the thought dawned on me,
I gotta get to them before.
I got to get to the publicist. I got to get to the person that's assigned to him.
True.
Right? So Jack Harlow is getting interviewed by like People Magazine or whatever. And they have like platforms where they step into it, right? And his publicist is just standing there with her clipboard. She has all the interviews, all the time slots and everything on her clipboard. And I go, hey, I'm doing TikToks for the Grammys. Would Jack be interested in doing one with me? And she goes, yeah, he would love that.
Wonderful.
And I had let so many big stars that Lil Nas, Olivia Rodrigo, Doja Cat just walk by because I had no idea what I was doing. So all of a sudden she says yes. Jack finishes right then. She introduces me to him. He's like, "Oh, let's do this. This is gonna be so good." And my bit on the Grammys was, "What do you do for work?" I acted like I didn't know who they were.
I think actually now that you say this, I think I saw these clips.
Yeah, and Jack Harlow was funny because he's such a funny dude.
Yeah.
He was being really funny when it was just us all talking.
Yeah.
And then right when we turned on the cameras, he like went all hard and didn't play along with the joke. But it was a great interview.
What did he say?
I go, "What? So
do for a
what's your
living?"
name?" And he's like, Jack Harlow. What do you do for work? I rap. I'm like, no, come on. So from that moment on, every single artist's publicist said yes.
Oh,
it was just easy.
What was your like top 3 that you did that night?
Well,
or just name
I
a
didn't get to interview everybody because they were
okay.
so busy,
Yeah.
and, but Marshmello was by far the best
cool.
because he goes, I do gymnastics.
Really?
And I'm like, no, that's why you wear a helmet. He's like, yeah, safety first. Like,
That's
it's just so
great.
perfect.
That's great.
And then David Guetta was by far
Cool.
the nicest human there. I was so scared of like all these celebrities and artists being mean, but everybody was so
chill.
nice and
Yeah.
chill. And like all of a
And
sudden
they're
you're
there to be on camera. You
yeah,
know?
they're there. They know what they're doing. But so I'm really excited to do it again because now I know
You'll just go.
exactly
Yeah,
what
you
to
know
do.
what to do. You'll just go
Justin
up to
Bieber's
him, yeah.
publicist. He'll say no
Yeah.
probably. But Doja Cat,
I feel like, I don't know, because Justin Bieber posts TikToks. If you said,
Yeah.
hey, I'm running the TikTok for the Grammys,
Yeah.
we want to get him on a clip for TikTok's platform, they'd be like, yeah, I think that'd be good. I just
have
wouldn't
a
ask him
story.
that question.
I've never told this actually, but Lil Nas walks in, and Lil Nas was the only person with maybe 20 security guards.
Really?
Literally 20. Well, Billie Eilish had a few, but Lil Nas walks in, and I'm like, Lil Nas was born on TikTok.
Yeah.
I have to get Lil Nas.
Yeah.
So I start approaching him, immediately get hugged by 2 security guards. I'm like, no, I need to talk to the publicist. I'm doing content. My heart's
Yeah.
pounding.
Freaking
I'm
out.
kind of scared because
Yeah.
these two big guys are holding me. Publicist comes up and he was just being such an ass. He's like, "What do you need?" And I'm like, "Oh, I'm supposed to do TikToks with Lil Nas for the Grammys." And he's like, "Oh, really? Yeah, let's do it." And I was like, "Oh my gosh, I just got Lil Nas, right?"
Yeah.
He's kind of like cream of the crop there.
Yeah, yeah.
And
Because
then
did he get a Grammy?
I don't think he won any. He performed though.
There was someone. Okay, yeah. There was someone that I
I think he
can't
got
remember.
snubbed. But anyway, so he's walking down off the platform and I was next. And then there was like a security breach. Like something happened on site, but somewhere else.
Really?
Like fans got in or something. And so they swarmed him and took him off and he was gone.
No.
So I missed that opportunity.
That's
just
a
by
bummer.
by
Hey,
a
this
hair.
year though, this year.
Yeah, we'll see if he makes it.
You don't think he'll make
I'm
it?
just kidding.
He'll definitely.
No, but the
make it.
Grammys,
He'll
the
be
Grammys
there.
was very eye-opening to see. One, like these are normal ass people who just have a little bit more clout than
than
everybody
they-
else. But like when you're right there talking, I will say
Yeah.
the only people that I could tell cared about the fame was Billie Eilish and Lil Nas.
Cared about the fame?
Cared about they show up with their
Oh.
whole posse.
Yeah.
They've got 100 security guards.
I feel like it's also the type of people where they kind of just blew up,
yeah, they're
Like
huge.
Lil Nas, he doesn't talk about his, upcoming of when he was singing when he was 12, blah, blah, blah. Where
Right.
Jack was like, he was rapping since he was 14.
Jack walked in alone.
Yeah.
He literally walked in
Yeah,
alone.
I believe
got
it.
his publicist.
I believe
his
it.
manager was there.
Yeah, of course.
And she was so nice. We follow each other on Instagram, which is
Actually?
dope.
That's
yeah.
so sick.
But she was great. But again, like Jack is, I think he's getting almost more streams on Spotify than Drake right now.
Yeah.
He's huge, but he's just a dude,
Yeah.
So I vibed with
No,
that.
I like that a lot.
But yeah, Grammys was sick.
Dang, man. That is wicked.
All from TikTok clout.
Yeah.
So stupid.
From
So-
Home Alone to the Grammys.
Hold on to the Grammys.
That's awesome,
So
man.
dumb.
So what are oh damn, bro, I just forgot my question. I had a great question that was related to that.
What's next?
No, I was gonna ask you about give me a second. I need a little buffer time. Oh, I want to remember this question. It was so good.
Yeah.
Well, in the meantime, what's it like being so old?
I'm 20. I'm 28. It is funny, like
Because
I
you
don't
always
know.
roast him.
yeah. Eric over here is. I don't even know how old he is. But I think being old on TikTok has the advantage because I do
Really?
have the business side.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, like monetarily.
Yeah,
Mindset.
monetizing.
Like I have the business side because we talked about this. We see a lot of these teenagers who are huge on TikTok, and that's just like their high school.
Yeah.
Like they're just huge famous people when they're so young. It's kind of weird, but
It is weird. And they don't know how to market themselves.
yeah, it's harder to market yourself when you're young and less experience. Also, just talking with brands and they're talking to a 16-year-old, they're just like,
Yeah. You kind of have to have a manager at that point.
yeah, you have to have a
yeah.
manager at that point. Somebody of authority.
Yeah,
you
yeah,
have
yeah.
zero authority when you're 16
Yeah.
or 18, 20.
Yeah.
You know,
what
like
would
you.
what would you be doing if
You're 21?
Yeah.
You're 19?
19?
21? You're 19?
I just say yeah to any
yeah.
answer.
27, yeah.
No, that's actually crazy. I used to actually for a long time, and then I had a sit down business conversation with someone. But I used to tell everyone I was 22, even when I was 18. Sometimes when I was 17,
Wow.
I would say I'm 22, just so
They
businesses
would actually
take
talk
me
to
seriously.
you. Yeah, that's smart.
I remember when I signed with Wilhelmina, the email before when they reached out to me, I said I was 22, and I don't know why it was a habit. And they reached back, hey, this blah blah
Like
blah,
typo?
and then I was 17 at the time. I was like, hey, I just wanted to let you know, so we're running any legal issues. I don't know why I said 22. I'm actually 17,
Yeah.
so I don't know if you need my parents to sign anything. Well, oh, no worries. Yeah, your parents definitely need to sign something. Well, and I was just like,
Oh
oh.
my
So that was the
gosh.
first like, I don't know if that's good. But then once I turned 18, I was like, okay, I'm telling everyone I'm 22. And then I had a sit down business conversation and the same issue. I told them I was 22, and then later we were getting drinks, and I was like,
Oh,
oh
yeah.
shit, what do I do?
Yeah,
And then
that's
my buddy,
rough.
I was like, hey, I gotta tell you something. Like, I'm actually not 22. I'm 18. And he's like, what? No way. And he's like, I said, why'd you tell me you're 22? I was like, in business environments, I just want people to take me more seriously.
Yeah.
He like grabbed my shoulders. He was like, dude, you don't understand. They're gonna take you way more seriously if they know you're 18 doing what you're
So
doing.
that was that.
That
like when
was
it-
the kick. And so now every time, because then I'm like, I'll talk about myself or have a conversation or like I'll meet someone and then they're like, how old are you? And I'm like 19, and then they're like, you're 19.
Yeah, no,
Or
that's what I
or-
said to you.
What?
That's what I said to you.
Exactly. And so then now it becomes more of a like, the people that I admire and look up to, like yourself, they want to help me, get rid of all those failures that they had along the way, because they see me as like their projection of when they were 19 and the things they could have cut out of their life. So I've had so many people, like big business people, help me on so many things just because they want to see me win, rather than it be like, oh, I'm 23, 24. And it's like, oh yeah, you've had time. It's like, that's still very young to be in business.
It's so young.
Yeah.
And I mean, your business is crazy. Like, I don't know if the camera can see that, but.
Oh, we'll pull it up. I'm going to get you set up. I'm going to get you set up on a ring. But yeah, so that's kind of crazy. But what I was going to say though, dang, dude, this heat is actually, I think it is.
Don't talk to me
Can
about
you check?
heat.
Can you check the temp right there just behind you? What is the temperature? 79? No, that's cap. That's definitely cap. It's definitely 85 in here. It's definitely 85. The thermometer is off.
I mean, I can't. Yeah, I sweat regardless, so I'm good.
Oh no, I was gonna ask you. This was the question.
Yep.
What would you be doing if you weren't doing social media? If it didn't exist, what would you be doing?
I think about this all the time.
I feel like you'd be a real estate guru. I feel like you just love real estate.
I actually don't like real estate. I do a lot of investing, and I haven't. Every time I start to dip my toes into real estate, something turns me off. Either the people say something, or like.
Yeah, I get that. The money's so good though.
You can't. Yeah, it gets good, right? I don't know, and I also always think like, what would I be doing if TikTok gets banned? Like, it's always
remember that trend when it was about to get shut down by like
by Trump.
Yeah, Trump.
Yeah, that was
crazy.
I was at 900K, and I was like, if I don't hit 1 million before this goes down, that's gonna be a bummer. But yeah, I don't know. I honestly don't know. It's some form of creative aspect.
Yeah,
aspect.
You.
I'd probably still be directing commercials somewhere for somebody.
Yeah, something to do with content.
Yeah, something to do with content for sure.
Yeah. So, on investing, what would you say percentage of the money you make goes to investments? And is it all stock? Really?
Most of it goes into the stocks.
And then, are we talking crypto or S&P 500 or NFT projects?
Stock market, hardly any crypto. Probably 10% crypto.
Are you even investing right now with where the way the market is right now?
I mean, I invested so long ago that it's like it'll probably never get back down to what it was.
So
but
you just
I don't watch crypto. I don't watch it.
Smart.
I'm just not that interested right now. But angel investing is what I've fallen into a lot, because I like having somebody sell me on why I should invest in them. Imagine like you have 10 grand in the stock market, but you got to talk to the people in charge of the stocks.
Yeah.
And they're like,
on what their business plans are.
This is what we're going to be doing. I mean, obviously you can hear that in the news and stuff, but it is nice when you get on a FaceTime
with the business owner and watch them succeed, and then your money's quadrupled. And those investments are long investments though.
Yeah. And first, I don't like flexing cash or how much you make, but like I'm so cash poor right now because I went a little too hard
on the market,
giving people money. No, angel investments. Yeah.
Okay, but then when you're 35, when you're
hopefully one pops up. And,
exactly.
When I have my first grandchild, hopefully one pops off.
Yeah, and then you'll be chilling, and then you go buy a mansion in Belize and just retire.
Yeah. So the idea with angel investing, if you've never heard this, is 1 out of 20 deals goes 100x.
1 out of 20.
So you got to hit 20. I'm at 5.
Oof. What's the average, like
10 to 20 grand per.
10 to 20 grand per?
Yeah. The minimum you want to write is 10 grand. And I just did one that was 5.
Okay, cool.
Because of today's economy, I'm like, I don't, brand deals aren't hitting that hard right now.
Cash is very important, especially if this real estate market really hits into a recession and people lose their jobs.
But if you get to 20, chances are you'll have 100x. So that's 10 grand will be a million.
Yeah, that's really cool. Actually, I didn't know that.
My mentor turned 15K into like 8 million. He had this company that just went crazy. So that's what you hope for.
Yeah.
And you won't get that in the stock.
Is there anything else like business wise that you're, because I actually did not, I now that I think about it, I do know that you were in investing. I forgot that you were doing angel investing, but is there any other business aspect things that you're doing right now besides, brand deals, content, social media, all that stuff?
No, not really. No, it's like,
I think that's good. I was just curious.
Yeah,
I think
everything
it's good
to do with content.
Yeah,
so
for sure.
Content brings in the money. What do you do with the money?
Yeah.
That's the business for sure.
Yeah.
But brand deals are definitely my product.
I love it.
We try to sell brand deals,
Well, awesome. 3 tips of advice for someone wanting to chase their dream, whether it be an athlete,
Yep.
content. You get
Yep,
it.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
you got it.
Tip number 1, when talking
Yeah,
about
get a little closer.
So first tip, when talking about dreaming, really try to make those conversations happen with somebody else who is a dreamer.
Oh,
Because when you talk to average-minded people about your big dreams, for example, when I was at my full-time job and I told somebody, hey, I think I'm going to quit to do
I'm
TikTok.
gonna be a TikTok.
They go, well, what about life insurance? What
Yeah.
about your insurance? And me as a dreamer, insurance is the last thing
you
I'm
think
worrying about.
I'll be homeless.
Yeah, I'll be homeless
Yeah.
before that,
Yeah.
So really pick your conversations when you're going to talk about your dreams. Make sure
And
the person
people.
you're engaging
Yeah.
with, because people that aren't dreaming, just they won't get it. And unfortunately, sometimes that's going to be your parents.
Most times.
Yeah, most times it's going to be
times.
your parents. And I'm not saying keep anything from your parents. I think you should tell them, but
Yeah, but don't take it for. It's kind of like that one quote. It's one of my favorite quotes. Don't take criticism from someone you wouldn't take advice.
yeah.
So if
I
it's like, hey,
that.
well, if it's like maybe your dad, maybe he is a teacher or whatever, and he just hates
Yeah.
life. He comes home and he smokes cigarettes and just watches TV all night.
Yeah.
And if you're like, I don't want to be like him,
Yeah,
then don't
yeah.
ask him, hey, how would I make my first $1 million? Like,
Yeah, exactly.
don't ask him that. Like, don't
They don't have the
or don't be like,
experience.
hey, I'm gonna create this NFT and do this. And if you are gonna tell him, don't take criticism from him. So I like that.
Yeah.
So number
And
2.
yeah.
Or continue. You can
No, I
continue.
was just going to say, don't shut out people to talk about your dreams, but
100%.
just be choosy about
You choose about who you take that energy from and what they say.
Exactly.
Because too many people take that to heart. I've had so many people I've seen just don't believe in themselves because the people around them are
Yeah.
not doing things, or they
Yeah.
just don't really
Totally.
root them on and stuff. Like,
Totally.
it's sad.
Okay, tip number 2, play the long game in everything you do. When we talk about content creation, TikTok has ruined that for a lot of creatives. They think, oh, quick hits, quick 1 million views, quick 10 million views, get to 1 million.
chasing it.
You got to play the long game. You got to play things in 2-year increments. So when you're getting started in real estate,
Yeah, that's actually
don't
so
go
true.
try to
Yeah.
get a sale and get that at,
don't fall for the quick
fall for the quick sale.
rich.
You know,
or
go
rich,
for-
get rich quick
Quick riches quick.
schemes. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I get that. Yeah, 2 years.
So yeah, I just blanked. What?
No, you were talking about the 2 years.
Yeah. Play the long
game.
game. Play the long game. Investing, content
In
creation,
yourself.
real estate, like in yourself. I just have so much advice. I'm trying to think of a really good
This guy's
third.
just full
I'm
of
trying to.
brain.
I got so much advice. I'm
so
like
much
Gary
knowledge.
V. No. This one's a classic. This is a classic piece of advice that's taken me pretty far in life. And it's, if you never ask, the answer is always no. And that's just got, like, again, CBS says no. We
Yeah.
do not want London. And if I go, oh, man.
Dude,
Okay.
that was so. Damn, that was good.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. That was
Instead,
good.
I say, can I talk to them?
Yeah.
What's the worst thing they can say? No.
Yeah, exactly.
But instead, the girl goes,
yeah,
yeah,
why
you
not?
should.
Yeah, you
And
get
I'll-
100%
and then
of what you don't ask for.
3 weeks later, I'm at the Grammys, So if you never ask, the answer is always no.
That's beautiful. I love that. Well, London, it was a
Left hand cheek. Yeah, okay.
pleasure having you on. We close every episode
Yep.
by hooking you up with the ring.
Oh, snap. Okay. My fingers are probably swollen.
Got the ring box right there. So
Oh, this is nice.
whoa. We're running low on ring sizes, but
Do you know what? Are
What
you
size
like
are
to
you?
the point where you
'Kay.
look at fingers and you
let
know?
me see your hand. I'm gonna read your size.
Are you serious?
Yeah,
You know? I bet this is real.
I'm guessing.
Because I don't know.
I'm guessing
But-
you're a size 10.
Size 10?
Which finger? Yeah, which finger do you want it on? Your pointer.
Well, you know the style. Like, what
I'm
do you do?
guessing your
What do you do
pointer's-
for one ring.
Probably pointer or middle.
Let's do pointer.
A pointer on your left hand.
Yeah, left hand.
Okay,
Feel-
I'm
feel-
guessing.
feel
I'm
the
guessing
pointer.
that's a 10.
Give it one more
Yeah,
feel.
let me feel that.
Oh, yeah, that's nice. Oh, that's nice.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that's nice. Okay.
Oh
Next ring.
yeah. Oh yeah.
Okay, so you
Okay,
said
I
it's a
gotta find-
10?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's a 10, but I gotta find a size 10. Hold on, I'll get you a. Okay, this is a size 10, but
Okay.
this is just a test if I was right.
Okay.
Look at that, man. Look at that.
Oh my gosh.
So it just depends on if you like it tighter or looser, because you can
No,
do it.
that's
You could definitely fit an
perfect.
11 on there.
No, I think that's perfect. Wait, just show me the 11.
Oh, I don't have
You
an
have
11
11?
of that.
No, then that's perfect.
I'll get you hooked up after the pod. I need to refill
No,
this.
and I literally think my hands are swollen, so this will be perfect.
Yeah, it's probably true.
Dude, thanks.
Yes,
so what's
sir.
this collection, or what is this?
That's just the Eternal. That's our best seller, actually. But
This
I'm
one?
guessing you're a silver guy.
I have silver chains.
Yeah, I know you're a silver guy. I'll get you hooked up after.
Okay.
It was a pleasure having you, man.
Thanks so much, Pierce.
Good luck with the other
Good luck,
40
everybody.
hours.
Yeah, how many more hours? Wait, yeah, what are we at?
We'll get a shot of we'll add a shot of you taking all the layers off on the end of the podcast.
That'll be good.
8 hours and 11 minutes they're in.
So 42 hours. Let's go.
We'll see you guys next
thanks,
episode
Pierce.
every Tuesday. Peace out. Like and subscribe.
Thank you. Bye. My literal knee is sweaty right now.
Well done.